Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to learn about some walk cycles, and we will learn some basics about the walk cycles. How the walking cycle is created, animated inside Maya, and how we can begin with. So we will do with the simple scene in today's lesson, and then from the next lesson we will do some advanced of the walk cycles. So walk cycles are really important when we start doing animation that shows a person moving from one point to another point. So when he's moving from one point to another point, he's actually walking. And when he is walking, he have shifts in his body. His legs are going up or down. His arms are swinging. So a lot of different changes are happening to the character while he's walking. So that's how it is a kind of important to use this one. Now, the first thing that there are a lot of different types of walks. There are many types of walks, and uh, you have running, you have jumping, then you have walking, and walking actually have its own types too. Suppose how a funny character is walking, how a zombie is walking, how like a you can say uh, like a cartoon character is walking, how a old man is walking. So there are different types of walking. So there is a very interesting video on internet, on YouTube, by Parry. I have given his link in the description below. His video actually, if you will go, is very good for like references. Okay, now here are some references I will show you from his video, so you can check this. Let me click it here. Okay, so let me play the video here now. 3D, you need a plan. So plan is really important. Without plan, you cannot do any sort of animation. You can do that, but in the end, you will be lost and you will not be able to complete the animation on time. So when you are doing a walk cycle, there are two things you have to keep in mind. If you will see, when he is walking in any sort of a, you can say like a walk style, when his legs are on the ground, that is known as the like a contact pose. Contact pose, when your legs are on the ground, resting on the ground, like flat. Any one of the leg, if it is flat on the ground, that is contact pose. If one of the leg is in the air and other is also sort of linking or going in the air or something like that, that is called a passing pose, where your hips are away from the ground. When it is on its higher level, that is known as the you can say more like a passing pose. Okay, so when you lift are much higher, like are higher on like on its level, and your feet are also a little bit higher, that is basically a like passing pose. So when you're and like one of the like the feet are flat on the floor and your hips are down, that is contact pose. And when your pose, when your hips are a little bit higher, okay, and you like one of your leg is in the air and other leg is kind of like the heel is in the air but the toe is on the foot, that is known as the like a passing pose. So we will see all these poses now in detail, and we'll see how we can do that in animation. But first, let me draw and show it you on the paper. So we will see how the contact and passing poses are made on the like paper itself. So here, what I will do is that I will draw like an upper line, and then I will draw two middle lines, and these will be my level of the hips. And then I will draw a lower line. Then I will divide this page into 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 divisions. On these, I will make drawing. Now I will do my first pose. I'm doing from the front side. Now a person, he is walking. Okay, his hands are swinging. This is his hips. Okay, and these are the legs. Now in the leg, if you see the legs, basically one is on the ground and other is lifted away from the ground. Now in the second pose, what I will do is that I will make him slightly moved his I will move his hips, okay, to the other side. One of his now arms are moving back and forth, so his hip is also moving up and down. Now here you will notice that his feet, one of the feet is in the air and other is on the ground, and the hip, you can see, is now rotating in this direction. So just notice how his hips are moving. Now here I will make another pose. His arm swinging, and his hips goes back to the normal position, just like the first one. Now his leg, which was on the like in the air, now it's going like down, same like the opposite leg of the first pose. So you can see that I have drawn that. Now here what I will do, I will make the third pose here, the fourth pose, and here I will shift the hip now again, just like the second pose, but this time the hip will be shifted on the other side, like opposite side. Now legs, I will do the opposite of the like the second. So my fourth is the opposite of the second, and the second is opposite of the first. So here the other side is going up, just like you can see here. Now the last one, the fifth one, I will draw. And here again, the hip goes back to its normal. Now the first and the second, the first and the last, the fifth, are same, but the legs are like shifted, like they are opposite. They are like the one that was in front now is in the back. Now back is in the front, but actual pose is same, just like they are now opposite legs. So this is the contact. These are the contact, the first, the third, and the last, the fifth one. These are contact poses where your legs are flat. One of the legs is flat on the floor. And these are the passing poses. So passing poses are basically when the hips are up in the air. Okay, so this is up in the. Now you can, if you want, you can move the hips a lot. If you want to make him funny, you can move it a lot. And arms, you can swing a lot also, so that he looks funny, depending on what kind of person you want, or like the person you want. Okay. So this is your weight of the legs, okay, which defines if it is a passing or if it is a contact pose. And these are your hips direction when it moves on the air. Now the next thing that I will go through is the arcs. Now what are the arcs? Arcs is one of the design like animation principle, as we have studied in our 2D animation class. And plus, if you know more about the animation principle, and if you have never gone through it, The link is given in the description below. You can click on it and you can check all the animation principle. One of the one of the important principles are the arcs, because in animation, in cartoon, your character, they don't move in a straight robotic form. They swing their arms, they swing their legs, so it looks like they are waving in the air. So that is uh, using the arcs principle. So let me draw it, and you will check the see what it is. Now, if you're swinging the arms in the air, so you will use the wrist to make like calculate or to like put it on a arc. So the arc will be like created through the wrist. So let's see how. Now what I will do here is that I'll just make a arm here, elbow. This is the arm. Okay, and I'll use a ghost image of like it. Okay, so this is the hand. This is the elbow. And this is the wrist. Now here, my arm swings like this, like from back to forth. And this is the wrist, and through the wrist, I calculate that. Now just notice, it creates an arc, not something straight, like an arc. Okay, so this is the front view of my hand swinging. Front or side view, you can say. So maybe if you're looking for a person from the side. Now from the top view, your character, the hand will be moving not straight, but like, making like an 8 sign. Like, from the top view, it will look like an 8 sign. So from it will go like this. Okay. Like back and forth, swinging, make an arc. And from front, it will look like this. Like slowly, like, nicely it will move with the flow. Now, if you have ankle on your feet, and like if you want to do an animation like a arc animation on the legs, so you will use ankle to create an arc. So we will do the lower body today in today's class, and we will use our ankle to create the arc in today's class. So let's see, this is more important. The wrist we will go through the wrist we will go through in our next classes, because it is the upper part of body. But in today's class, we will more focus on the lower part of the body. So we will work on ankle. Now let me draw and show you here how the ankle arcs are made. So here, this is, you can see I'm making a leg here, and this is my ankle. And this is the second pose. Like he's going forward, so you can see that. And this is when he move forward. Now this is the first stage which I made here. So notice the ankle here, and notice the leg house moving. It is diagonal here and pointing this way, okay, to the right side. Now here it is straight, pointing downwards. Here it is pointing to the left side. So just notice how it is made. Now, obviously, after this stage, his leg will go up. So it will look like this. Just notice his foot, and notice his angle, how is like creating an arc. And obviously, this one is coming from a leg which is going on the ground, just like this. So this is my ankle. Okay, so this is going down, then straight, then straight, then straight, then up. And how this is all happening? This is happening from a leg which is already in the air. So this is the part 1. Okay, and the other one which I made is the part 2. Now I'm making the part 3 here. So here the leg is in the air. Okay, and it is still in the air right now. And here it is still in the air, but a little bit down here. So what kind of arc it is making? This is part 3, stage 3. Now you will notice that what kind of arc this is making. This is making something going from this direction and then going here. Okay. Or it can be opposite direction, but it depends how he's walking, backward or forward. So this is making a angle sort of an arc, like a prism sort of an arc, just like this. So basically, this is what we have in terms of like arcs for the ankles. So let's start and let's see how practically we can work on it. Now all the shortcuts and everything I will use will be shown in this area, in this black part. Okay, this is basically the shortcut viewer, the one that I'm using from my mouse or from my keyboard. So what I will do here is that, if you remember, we have all those free rigs. So and the link is given in the description below for these rigs, free rigs. You can download from there. So I will use Ultimate Bony, and in the Ultimate Bony, I will use the Ultimate Bony original file. So here I have my Ultimate Bony corrector. Now what we will do in today's class is that we will only focus on the lower body. We will not focus on the upper body right now. So simple, what I will do now is that I will go in the channel option here, and then we have display. This actually by default, like, from the artist who created this, he actually made layers over here, which is good, so that any layer, like suppose I don't want to see arms, I can hide the arms. Okay, I can hide the like body itself, and what I will have is this part. This is what I want, but there is one issue here. If I will unhide the body, you will notice there is a hip controller here, which is inside the body layer. Now if I will hide the body layer, you just have to press V. V is for visibility. If you will hide the body layer, I will not have that controller anymore, and I will not be able to control the body. So in this case, what I just need to do is that, let me unhide it. I have to take this controller of the hip. Okay, basically this is the controller of the hip which I want actually. So I will take this controller of the hip and move it from bony body, because it is inside the bony body right now, and move it inside the legs or pelvis. So I can click on it, then I will click on the bony pelvis, then right click on the bony pelvis and choose add selected objects. So what it will do, it will add from the bony body to the bony pelvis. So I will click on add selected here. Now if I will hide the bony body, you will see that my hip is still there and it's not moving at all, and it's not hidden anymore. And this is how you can hide it, or like you can move it from the bony body to bony pelvis. Now if I will hide the bony pelvis, you can see that it is inside the bony pelvis. So this is what I actually wanted. Now as I told you before, it's not good to animate anything if you're using the perspective view. So what I will do, I will go to an orthographic view, and I will go to orthographic, and I will go to side, or I can go to new and left, because side right now is the right. Okay, the right is basically the side, but I don't want that. I want a left side. So I want this side basically. Otherwise what will happen is that it will give me side view just like this one. This is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is the opposite side of it, this one. Okay. This one, because this is, I feel more comfortable using this side. Now we need a plan. Now what is the plan? Your breakdowns. Now breakdown of what? Breakdown of your contact poses, your passing poses, and in-betweeners. So that's what we need. So what you can do is that you can go on Google and you can search for an example, like you can type over there something um, like a walk cycles. And when you type walk cycles, for example, if I go here and then I type here walk cycle, so I will get different type of walk cycles here. Okay, so for your practice purposes, you can use these. I like this one because this is very simple. Okay, so you can have some more, like suppose this can be good. Some are like funny one. These are the character like based one. Some I have the front side also, just like this one. I have the front side like the way I was drawing. So you can choose any one of these and practice over it. But the one that I will be using is this one. Okay, and using this, I will create my animation. Now here, if you will see, I have the first pose, which is the contact pose. Contact pose when your feet, your weight are basically contacted with the floor. Okay, now here you can see all the weights is here. Okay, and then the contact pose goes down. And then you have a passing pose. Passing pose when your hips are like higher than as usual, plus one of the legs is in the air. Okay, this is also a passing pose, but going up. Then you have a contact pose. Contact pose when your legs are flat on the ground, not flat, basically on the ground, and with the contact on the of the ground. So that's your contact pose. So contact when your legs are on the ground, contacting with the ground. Your passing pose when one of the leg is in the air. So that's the passing pose. And in the passing pose, your hips goes higher. In the contact pose, the hips goes lower. So when he is in passing, the hips goes higher. When he is contacting, the hips goes lower. So this is the key thing you have to keep in mind. So when the hips are moving, it is moving everything. Just notice the head. It goes down, it goes up, it goes much more up, it goes down. That is how it actually is working. And he is walking, so make sure you use like you don't move him forward a lot, because if you will move him forward a lot, what will happen is that he will start sliding on the floor. So you have to maintain a right pace. So we will start with the first contact pose and we'll see how we can do that. But one thing I have to tell you about this rig, and that is the knees. Now, what about the knees? Because while we will start animating our character, it might pass the knees. Okay, for example, the knees are here. We are animating and we reach to a part where the knees are near to the floor to the leg. If I will take any one of the leg and move it, so you can see it will flip the knee. So always make sure your knee is away from your legs. So as he is moving forward, so what we can do, instead of animating the knees, we can move it forward also. But at this stage, if I will start moving it, okay, I have to make sure that my moving, if I double click on my moving option here, it will give me these options. And the axis orientation should not be object. If it is object, what will happen is that it will move like this. Sorry, let me do this. Close it. So it will move in a different like a direction. Okay, so make sure that you use world, double click your moving tool, choose world, and then move it forward, and this forward this much. That's fine. And now we will don't have to and we don't have to play with the knee anymore. In case if he reaches to this part, then you move it forward also. Okay, because we have to keep these knees before the like the legs, because if it is after the legs, your knee will flip to the backside. So, and that's what we don't want actually. So that's, I will keep it here. We have the pose now, and I will go back here. Okay, now let me make this always on top so it doesn't move. So now I want to move this person in this way, in this direction. Simple, what I need to do is that I will just take this part, okay, his hips, move him a little bit forward, okay, or keep it as it is, no need. And the front leg, you can see this is the like the front leg from my side view. This is the front leg, so this have to go just like this, okay, front, and then this should go back. Now kind of it is in the air, so I can take the hips, move the hips a little bit down, and that's what actually I wanted, this sort of a pose. So where this leg is in the like straight, just like this. But notice that this leg is lifting up from the ground, and here the leg have its toe on the ground. So what I can do, I can take this leg, go in my option, like in my uh, options here, I have heel ball. So I will take the heel ball and I can change the value just like this. Okay, I can do whatever I want, but I wanted something like this. And then I can use the Z translation, move it forward till it becomes straight, but it have to be on the ground, should not lift the ground. Because if it is lifting the ground, if it is going up, then it is wrong. Same thing I will do with this leg. Okay, I will go here and take my heel ball and lift it up like this. Okay, and then I will take my Z translation and move it back. Now just notice it is imitating this whole part. So what you need to do is that now select everything, okay, except for the knees. Knees is there. We will not play with the knees right now. And press S on your keyboard. So when you press S on your keyboard, you will get the all these you can say keys. Okay. Now my auto key is on. You can notice here my auto key is on. So what I will do, I will go 2 frame forward, like I will go to frame number 4. Okay. Don't go closer, otherwise he will start sprinting, like walking fast, which is not natural. So I if you're using 24 frame per second, so I think 2 frame is fine. Now just notice what he's doing. He is going down, and notice his hip have this sort of a wave. Okay, so we have to maintain that wave just like this. So I will take the hip and I will use like a slight like a translation, like a transition here. Let's move to one at a time. I will use 1.012, so it will move a little bit more forward. So once I will do that, he will move forward just like this. Plus it need to go down. So I will move this, slide down, not too much, slide down just like this. Okay. Now what I need is that this part, this leg is flat on the ground. So I need to imitate the same thing. So I will go here, heel ball 0. So it is flat on the ground. And this leg, I want it to go a little bit forward like this, in the air a bit. I think not forward, just like that. So it's imitate this part, and heel ball, I will take it from here, just forward. And not only the heel ball, let me move this a little bit back also. I will take the toe. The toe also, you will notice that it is flat. So I don't want the toe to be flat. It should go down. So I will move the toe to the negative value. Okay. So I can make him look like this. Okay. Or something like this. Heel ball also just like this. And then I will move it in the air like that. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is that select everything. Okay. And then window, animation editor, edit, graphs. Okay. Now I will select the whole thing and make sure you convert, like already I have selected my character, the whole thing from here. Then I will select everything from here as well and make sure it is step tangent because we are blocking right now. If you will notice, it is spline, so it is showing animation. I don't want that. I want step tangent, so it shows poses. So I will choose step tangent, so it will become steps. Okay, like snapping. So that's what I want at this stage. And let's go forward now to the other pose. So now I will take this. So I used how much? 1.018. Okay, so what I will do here is that I will choose now, instead of 1, I will increase one more bit to it. So maybe I'll make it 2.018. Okay, so it will move forward. Now I'm using the pass pose. Okay, so the hips move forward, but this time also, oops, one thing I have to do before continuing. I have to go to this frame, then I will start. Otherwise, it will animate this one. 2 firm forward, then make it 2. Okay, that's all. Now on the first frame, let me go on the first frame. The y was minus 0.428, and this came down. Okay, and here it should go more like higher than minus 42 or minus 0.428. So I will go much more higher. So something like this. It should be higher than this one. Okay, so notice you have these graph, sorry, this grid behind. So this grid can guide you where how higher you are going or something like that. So what I will do is mainly this high, and then I will take this front leg, push it back. Okay, and make sure it doesn't lift, because if I will push it more back, it will lift. So I don't want that. And then this leg I will move it front, back, just like that. It's all about moving forward the hip and keeping this leg on the flat on the ground, like it's not leaving the ground. So now I will go to another pass pose, but this passing pose is going much more higher. Okay, so I will go to my frame 10 here, take this one. Now I will go 1 centimeter more forward, so 3.018. Press enter, so he will go much more higher. As he's going forward, I will move him up also. Okay, so he will go much more higher in the on the ground. Okay, like in the air, sorry, and something like this. Now when he goes there, you can see that his toe is touching the ground. So I can take this leg here, okay, toe, toe up and down. So I can move the toe down, slightly touching the ground here. So, or what I can do is that just move it something like this, okay, and maybe I can move it slightly down here, like higher, but not high enough. But at least his toe can touch the ground. Okay, now I think it's fine. Now I need this leg, so I will take this one, move it forward, and put down here. And this head heel ball, I will rotate it just in this direction, and the toe I will rotate this direction, so it will imitate this. And then I will take this part, move it a bit, okay, just like that. So I got this pose now. Okay, now the same pose that I have in the front, in the beginning, I have it here. Okay, but the issue here is that this will be flipped. So what I can do, as I know I'm going 1 centimeter forward from the beginning to the next level. So what I can do here in this case is I will go to my first frame. Okay, because this is what it is, right? But the legs are switched. This leg is now like your front leg, okay, should be going back. The front leg should be going back, and the back leg should be coming front. So that's what you actually want. Okay, so in this case, what I will do, I will just go here, okay, press my middle mouse button, okay, on this first frame, and drag the with the middle mouse button to the frame number 13 and press S key on my keyboard. But before doing that, make sure everything is selected, then middle mouse button and bring it into the frame 13. Press S on your keyboard. Now everything else is there. Now issue is that because he moved back, because on the frame 1 his hip was on this part, like, which is 1 or minus something like that, and I'm moving each frame, sorry, it is like 0.018, and each frame I'm moving forward, and suddenly he goes back. So what I need to do in this case is that I have to take his legs, okay, with the shift and control. I can select more than one, and move it a little bit more forward, something like this, and I will select the hip. Now check the hip. It should be 4, something like 4. No, I have to move it more. Select these. Now check. Almost there, so I will select again. Okay, almost there. Still not. So I will select again. I just like taking the hips and the legs and move it them forward. But moving forward, make sure when you're moving forward, you are in the world scale. Okay, otherwise it will not move forward correctly. Okay, it is there, but this is 0.018 and this should be also 0.018. 0.01. Okay, like that. Now, what I need here is that I need to imitate this just like what we have here. Okay, so this should go forward here, and this one will go back here. So I will go here, heel ball, and make it, instead of minus 2.8, I will make it 2.8. Move it slide back. It will imitate this. And this one here, heel ball, it is 5.4, so I will make it minus 5.4. So it will go this way. And this should go a little bit more forward. So it imitates this part. Okay. Now, while animating, maybe I have, yeah, some curves here, which I actually don't want, because I don't want to uh, work with the curves. So one thing is that I have to this a little bit forward so that it actually imitates this. Okay. Now, one thing what I need to do here is I have to select all of it, because you can see I have some like spline tangents here, and I don't want that. I want step tangents. So I will go back in my curves. So in my graph editor, and you can see for some reason there is a spline tangent here. So I can select all of them and convert this into a step tangent. Okay, so that's one thing. Just 1 minute, hold on. Okay, sorry. So I will go back here, and now you can see everything is posing up. Now what I need to do is that I want to continue with this pose. So I will move him forward again and try to imitate this pose. But this time, now, this time the leg will be moved. Okay. If I will move him, take this, and instead of 4.018, I will choose 5.018, so it will move forward. Now I'm animating this one. Now, what is that? The legs are shifted. Okay, just 1 minute. So here, what I will do is that I will just move my legs, this one, heel wall. I will make it 0, so it will be flat on the ground. But notice that now here the front leg is on the like on the ground. But what I'm doing is the back leg, because I'm moving forward. So I have already finished this stage. Now what is happening? His legs are shifting. So now his other legs are doing the same thing. Okay. So if you see this part, so here this leg is on the front, but here the back leg is in the front. Now same thing. I will take this part, try to imitate this, and move it here a little bit, just like this, and take the heel. Okay, and also the toe. Just move it this way. Heel also, I will do the whole thing like this. Then I can take it, move it. Okay, something like this. So this is what we will have. Now, next pose is this one, passing pose. Now, just keep in mind, because already we made this one, but now we are doing for the other legs. So you have to keep in mind, make sure you're doing on the opposite legs. So now if I'm going forward here, okay, to this frame, and if I move forward, okay, take my hips, and this time I will choose 6 instead. We'll move forward. Now, when I will do that, so here the front leg, okay, I'm should be the back leg now. So that means it should go higher. Okay, one more thing here. This should go lower. Okay, let me check what was the Y value here. And same, I will copy here and paste it here. So at least the value will be same. Now, this pose here, the Y value, I will copy from here and I will paste it here. So actually the Y should be same here. Now it's fine. Now, the back leg will act like a front leg like right now, because we are working on the other leg. So I will move this, push it back, but be careful, don't move it too back, otherwise it will lift up. And then I will take this and move it in this. Okay. And that's it. Now what I will do is that I will move forward and I will imitate this part. So one thing before going forward, let's check this pose from the back side, and let's see what's the height of the hips. So this is the height of the hips. So I will copy this one. Now I will go forward. Okay. Take my hip, increase 1 centimeter more to move it forward, and the same height which I copied from the last part, higher. Okay, so it will go more higher here. And then I will imitate this part. So this leg will go here. And as you know, the legs are opposite. And then this part have to be and this I will take it. Heel ball, I will rotate it a little bit big like this. So I have it as okay. But you have to make sure it is not in the air, so you can see that it is a little bit in the air. So I will take the toe, put it a little down so it will stay on the ground. Okay. Now we are done with this part. Now we will do exactly the same part as the first, because now he's shifting back to where he was before. So now this is time to go in the first one. Take everything, middle mouse click here and come to this stage. And here I will press S on my keyboard. So when I do that, it will copy the same thing from here to here. The only thing that I have to change is its like forward location. Okay. So this one, let's check where it is. Actually, it is around 7, sort of 7 here. So I have 7. Okay, so it should be 8. So I cannot do this 8, because if I will do that, it will look like this. Okay, so I have to move, uh, let's undo this. I have to move the hip and the legs together. But when I'm doing, you have to make sure you are in the world axis orientation. Double click this, your moving tool, and make sure you are in the world. Otherwise, what will happen? Object, if it is object, like suppose if it is object, and if I'm moving now, it will move weirdly just like that. So this is not what I'm looking for. So I will choose world, close it out. Okay. And then I will move forward. Make sure that we reach to the part that I'm looking forward to. Okay, that's too high. This is actually 7. Here this should be 8. Okay, but not too high. So I think I moved it a lot. Yeah, so going fine. 8.18 is the maximum limit, so 8.18, that's fine. I will change it to 8.818. Move this back here. Okay. Good. Am I missing any pose? Okay, let's see from here. I think I'm missing one pose. So this is fine. This is this contact pose. This is the down pose. Okay. This is the pass pose. This is the pass up pose. And this should be this contact pose. Let's see. Yes, actually it should be this pose. Okay, so I'm not missing anything. I changed the pose bars here. It should be same as this. So let's see what is the height of this. Copy this height. Because right this, we have to have this one. Okay, and we'll take this leg, move it forward, take the heel, move it in the air just like the way I have it seen. Let's see how much this one is rotated. This minus 0.28 something like that. So I would here. Okay, move it back. And this one, let's see how this is. This is 5.4. So I will go here, choose this 0 and this 5.4 and move, oops, move this forward. And let's see how this on the ground. This should be 0. And it should be minus 5.4, I guess. No. Divide. this should be 0 and this should be my 5.4. Yes. Okay, now this is fine. Go back to here. So we should have. Okay. Now there is an issue here. What I need to do is that okay. Now one thing is that there is issue one pose is missing. So what I will do here, first of all, I need to select everything, go in my graph editor, and there is a spline here. So there should be no splines. I will select everything and set tangent. So they should be spline. So right after this pose is missing because he's jumping from here to here. So if you will notice that he's jumping from here to here. So I need this pose right now. So what I will do here is that I will select this, make sure this is 26. So from 1 to 26 I can see. So I will take everything from the screen and I'll press shift on my keyboard and select this and move it forward. So I can have this gap here. Okay, let's move forward all the 50. Okay, now here I will go and press S on my keyboard so I can get a keyframe here. Now what I will do here is that I have to do some few changes here. This one is 5, so this should go 6. Go forward, and then I have to imitate this part. This legs should be this. And then I'll take this part and move it down. No heel. So now it is actually matching. Now back to these, because I think I moved these kind of more forward. Okay, so I will move them here with the shift key. You can select all of them, then move, just like from the basic class I have taught you. Now here, as you know, this is how much? This is 6. So this should go 7 because now things will change. So what I will do here is that I have to change all of these. Go. This should move also. I think are just moved aside. So now that's fine. Okay, so we're done with this. Now we are going to do. Now here, this should be 7. Okay, that's fine. But I have to manually move now these because, as you know, just forward. That's all. Not not too much of change. Okay, I will go here. So this should be, instead of 7, it should be 8. Okay, this is the pose. And just move these forward a little bit. And then I will go much more forward. This should be 9. And then this here. Yeah. Okay, so now we are done. Let's remove this. So we have all this, and make sure, let me save it for the safe side. So I'll select all of it, go to the my key graph editor, select all of these here as also, and make sure it is step tangent. Now we have blocked our walk cycle. So if I will play, so you will see he have start walking the way we want it, moving forward. But this is just a block. Now we have to actually make him walk. Okay. So if I stop it here, select it all, go back to my graph editor. Let's make this window smaller. Select this all, and then choose the tangents here, spline tangents. So I will click on it. It will now turn into spline tangents. Now there will be some errors which we can fix. So if you will watch that, he will now walk like this. So there are some sliding going on. There are some uh, like jumps going on. So that's what we will fix now. And to do that, we have to do it step by step. So first we will get this leg, select it. And now we can go to its, because we don't have any X translation, we have Y translation. Now there is this error happening. Can you see here? Because it is going in the air. And that is going because of this part. You can see that how it is flat on the ground. So I have to take this and press the flat button, because it should be it should stay 0 on the ground. So I will choose this, and there is a 0 here, and then this part is fixed. Okay, but still there is a part where this leg is basically sliding. Can you see here? It is sliding instead of moving. It is sliding. So that is basically the Z translation and C. So if you will notice here in the Z translation, this is going up and down, up and down. So this should be flat, so it should not slide like this. So this is making it slide. Okay. So what I need to do here is, so we can select first of all of these, make them flat. Okay. And then we need to move them in the same location as this one. So what I can do, I can take my scaling option here. Using this point, I will click here and scale all these down. So I will take all these, make sure the scaling is on here. Okay. And scale these all down. Here, one, scale it down. Okay, yeah. So to scale down, actually you have to press the middle mouse button. So you have to press the middle mouse button and scale it down just like this. So they all become straight. Okay. You can do with the moving tool also. You can take the moving tool and move these with the middle mouse button. But it will take time. Okay. Because manually you have to move all. So it's better to you select all, take the scaling tool, and with the middle mouse button, you just scale them. Now you have to scale from here if you want the whole level, like everything to go to this level. If you want to go everything to go to this level, you will scale from here. Okay. Like if I want to go on this level, so I will scale from here. If I want to go everything to this level, I scale from here. So whatever level you want, you can go to that level and then scale it down with the middle mouse button. And now we will see that if it moves forward, so you can see this leg is not sliding anymore. Okay. But here you can see it is going down in the like passing the floor. That's probably, if I will go, we will go down. We have here now heel ball, and we have this toe. So this toe is creating an issue. That's why it is going up like down. So what we can do, we can select this all from of the toe part. Okay. Then in the Maya 2022 version, we have these auto tangents. So I can choose the first one, auto tangent ease, or you can choose the mix one. If you do that, so automatically it will fix it. Okay, all these things. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I will choose this one. Okay, now here everything is fine. Now see here, still it is going like passing in the air. Now let's go to the heel ball, and first let's see if the heel ball can fix it. Go to the heel ball, click on it. Now heel ball is fixed, but still it is there. So I will go to this part of my heel and move this up. My toe, and move this up, or move this down. I think keep everything flat like that. Okay, just moving tool. Sorry, moving tool, then move it up. Okay, and then take this one, move this a little bit up, and then there we go. This is how you will fix it. Okay, and one more thing I can do here is, yeah, we are done. Okay, so not sliding anymore. Everything is done. Now let's see how we have done this. We selected the foot. We fixed the X. We did it. We fixed the Y. We fixed the Z. Then we went down. No need for all these because we are not animating them. We are only animating heel ball, and we are only animating toe up. So we are done with all of these. Now, same thing I will do with the other leg. It looks very complicated in the beginning, but when you break it into pieces, then it becomes easier. So now X, no need because we are not working on X directions. Y we are. But here you can see this overshoot happening. This is not right. So we have some issue here. I can take this part and flatten this. So it will go straight like this. And then this is this leg. And let's see, this is fine. Now here I have some slide happening. And this slide is because of the Z translation. Because Z translation is moving forward. Let's go here. And you will see the same issue that we had in the previous one. So I will take all these, make them flat from the flat tangents, and then I will take the scaling tool and scale it to all of them to this level using the middle mouse button. Okay. Also this one, sorry, this one also we have to take, flatten, and scale it. Okay. So now if you go So now it's fine. Now we have some issue, like you can see, like there is bit tapping going on. Okay, that tapping is because of our uh, toe and heel ball issues. So I will go to the toe or the heel, and you can see there is severe tapping going on here. So I will take all of this. I'll use my auto tangent here to try to fix it, and then let's see. Now it's fine. Okay. So that this 2022 version gives you these good options. So you just have to select it and fix by clicking here, and then everything will be fine. Okay, now same thing I will do with the toe, up and down. Select this all. Okay, auto key here, and then you can see everything's fine. But few is still issues there, like this one. You can select this one, flatten this. Okay, with the scale tool, you can move everything to this level. So now it's scaled up. You should not have, if you have a flat area, it should stay flat. Okay, here also, if you notice, if I will move this one, okay, with my moving tool, so it will act like this, which is not right actually. So this is fine, but things like this have to be flat. Okay, so you have to also check what you are doing actually. Now let's go and play this. Going good. Okay, now one more thing we can do here now is to take the hip. Nothing happening in here. Why? Okay, it's going good. Nice flow. Down, up, just like here, if you will see, like this. Okay, if I try to draw a curve or like a wave, you can see that this is how the wave is going on. Same, just like following this wave. Same thing like that. This is good. Now Z. Z, like there is an issue. Okay, I have up and down, a lot of ups and downs. So what I can do, to fix this more, I can take all these and delete these. Okay, so I will have a straight line here and choose a linear, and now he will only walk forward without any sort of jumps. Okay, there is a slight knee knocking hope happening here. See, now this part is, let's see why we are having this part. So this is called like debugging. You have to check things that is going right or wrong. Okay, so I think this is because of this part. So I have to take this, convert this back to tangent, and now let's see. Now this is fine. Just have to move this down so it reaches to that level, so that it won't slide. There is a little slide here, this part. Maybe. Okay, now it's fine. Now let's see. Okay, now it's fine. Here, these two, I just want to make them flat also. They don't slide there. Plus, if you can see that here, basically creating issue the toe here. So I have to take the toe, which like okay. Now done. Now we can add some, flip floppiness. What is flip floppiness? Flip floppiness is like, suppose if his legs goes down just like this, so we have to add some overlapping here. So instead of the feet going down flat, what we can do, we can just go here in this part, take this leg part here, okay, and instead of moving it down just like that, I can take the toe, slide the toe a little bit up, like 0.25, something like that. Okay, and then next frame I will go, and then I will make this toe 0. So it will give this kind of like show, like leg is up, then it goes down, like a overlapping, okay? Not directly. Same thing I will do with the other one. Here, instead of going down, I will go here, to 2.5, and then next frame I will make it 0. Okay, so it will give me like this sort of same thing here. Okay, oops. Oh, here it is done. You will notice you will have this sort of a flopping going on. Okay, like a sort of a wave here. Gives an overlap and arc feeling, like a slap feeling here. The foot. Okay. Now, hip is done. Everything is done. Now let's go to the other part. Let's go to the perspective viewport. No, sorry. Front viewport, and let's see, we can work with the hips. Now in this direction, okay, like here, this leg, if you would notice, just like this, if you remember my drawing, I was showing my drawing in this view, like in this view, like it was front viewport. Okay, so this is how my leg was up there. So if this leg is up in the air, so the hip should go to the direction of that leg which is in the air. So that means I have to rotate, okay, my hip to this direction, like minus, you can say, let's do minus 15. Okay, I think minus 15 will be too much. It will look weird. But if you want to exaggerate, like make a funny sort of feeling, then minus 15 is good. But I will keep minus 10. So the first frame and this last frame 25, they are same, right? So in the last frame 25, I will also change this to minus 10. Yeah. Okay, one more thing, this should be 25 from 1 to 25. So there is now first, last, minus 10. In the middle, which is 13, this should be not minus 10, this should be 10. So it will be like this. So if you will notice how the hip is going this. Let me hide the legs for a while so you can focus on the hips. Go up just like this, goes back just like that. Okay, now we are done, so I will hide this one. Now I will go to my left viewport, and now what I can do, I can take this part And I can go to my animation here, from modeling to animation, then visualize and create a editable motion tribe. So when you will do that, you will see how your arc is. So the arc looks good. Okay, it do actually follow this arc like that. Now you can change it. Like suppose you want him to go more up, so you can move this more up. So maybe if he reaches to this part, he goes more higher, okay, or more lower. It's totally up to you. But I will keep it as it is. So this looks good. So what you can do is that you can select this arc, you can delete it if you don't want it. Now I will take this leg and visualize, create arc for this one. And you can see that. Okay. Remember the way I drew in this direction. Okay. On the paper which I was showing. So it is just like that. So that is fine. I can delete this one. Which one I was using? Oh, this one. So now I will create for this leg. I will select this one. Visualize, create trail. Okay, so in this direction. Okay, and you can notice that it is moving from the ankle. And if you want, you're not happy, you can change it anytime. Like you can go here, change. Okay, move forward, make it more curvy. Okay, and this is how it will change. It's very flexible. But I think it was fine, so I don't do. And only this I have changed. Now I can delete this back. Now let's go to the perspective viewport. Save it. And I will go to show, uncheck the nerves and graphs. And I can play here just to see how the animation. So that is going good. I can hide my upper body and my arms just to see. Yeah, that's fine. So this is how you can make a character walk. Takes a little time, but once you are done with this, now you can save this animation and copy it as many times. Make him walk as much you can. Like I want to make him walk more forward, so I can use my like motion path. I can make him walk on a like a path. I can make him walk continuously. So different sort of things you can use here. You can make him walk infinitively forward. So that's all we will learn in our next class. So I hope everything is clear. If you have any question, just please let me know in this class, in this lesson. Is everything clear? Questions? Okay, so let's move to Blackboard and I'll end the stream now. Thanks for joining my stream for today's class. So let's move to Blackboard now.